Welcome back, Sports Tonight on Channels Television. We're broadcasting live from our sports center in Lagos, Nigeria. You can be part of the discussion now as we take a look at the development of rugby in Nigeria. Yes, rugby is so big in some other countries, and we believe that we've got the talent, we've got the market, we've got the presence to also make rugby big in Nigeria. The Federation are working so hard to ensure that the sports get some following by putting together competitions, empowering the national teams, and of course, taking the sports to the grassroots sports fans. Let's welcome the head coach of the Black Stallions. This is what the national team, the men's national team, they're called, the Black Stallions. Bronson Weir is with us in the studio. Coach, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's good to be back again for the second time.
Okay, good to have you. So it's your second coming. So you should score some tries tonight. Okay, and of course, the technical director of the Nigeria Rugby Football Federation, Abubakar Yakubu, is also with us. Abubakar, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, let's begin with the coach. Coach, you've been in Nigeria for some time now. You were appointed last year, May. Have we been doing so well with our rugby?
Been appointed in August. Our rugby, yes, I think if you look at my win-lose ratio, I think we've been winning more than losing. But looking forward to the next couple of challenges next week, what's happening next week. And obviously the year ahead is a challenging year. But yes, looking positive.
Okay, and so let's talk about next week, going to Ghana for the West African competition that will also feature Nigeria, Ghana, and Cote d'Ivoire. What is the objective of that competition for you and the team?
Yeah, we actually won we would have hosted the Silver Cup. I'm not sure if you guys were aware of that, but it was cancelled due to Africa Rugby losing their sponsorship. So this is actually great just to have a bit of a pre-run before we have a qualifying match for Africa 20 in December. So, and also to give other guys an opportunity to play at international level. A lot of the youngsters over here or players over here haven't played at the international level and just been playing at the local clubs. So yes, it will be good for me to see some other talent.
Okay, let's come to the technical director now, Abubakar Yakubu. So when I try to talk to some Nigerians about rugby, they go, I don't understand it. How technical is rugby as a sport?
Rugby is a sport that is played in Nigeria for quite a long time, but due to some reasons, quite a number of people are not aware that rugby is played in Nigeria. But thank God now that Dennis is also even trying to bring out rugby, and with what we are doing at the Federation under the watch of Mr. President, he has been doing very well. He has done a lot in trying to promote the league, because we have a league that is ongoing in the country presently. We have the Northern League, the South-South, and the Southwest League.
Awesome. So, but what does it take to get persons, particularly rugby in schools, at the grassroots, the streets, get people involved and catch the interest?
Yes, there are quite a number of programs. Get into Rugby is ongoing in the South-South. We have the I Try program in the North, in Kano, Kaduna, and we have schools rugby, which we play at the end of the year. All the schools come together, and the South-South too, they have Get into Rugby, which we have coordinators that are taking care of it in the schools. Yeah.
Sounds good. Let's talk about the West African Tri-Series that the Black Stallions will compete in Ghana. Does it have the quality you would like to see that can test your players?
Yes, definitely. If you look at when we went to the regional sevens in Cote d'Ivoire last year, when we played the regional sevens, most of the teams had professional and semi-professional players from overseas that represented. I was surprised that even Burkina Faso had professional players that played in France. In our pool, it was Burkina Faso, it was Algeria, and they had semi-professionals and we with our local talent actually came through and won that our pool. To be honest, falling short against Ivory Coast.
So this competition in Ghana will take place from the 28th and run until the 31st.
That's correct. So we play Ivory Coast first on the Wednesday, and then on the Saturday we will play Ghana.
Awesome. So it's called the West African Tri-Series, and Nigeria's Black Stallion. They'll be hoping to use that one to see the level of the competition that they can get from that one, because there's also the African Cup qualifiers and, of course, the big one, the Tokyo 2020. I still want to bring rugby back to the streets because that's one good way to develop it. What are some of the programs that we can do just let persons start talking about rugby?
There are quite a number of programs that is ongoing. As I've said earlier on, the schools rugby, which at the primary schools, we have in the secondary schools. And we are also looking forward to introduce rugby at the university games, College of Technology and Polytechnics.
Does the Federation supervise, monitor this event?
Yes. So the Federation supervises these events, sponsor it, and make sure that the ones that are actually on ground, the players, the coaches, and we are having the coaching course, which is coming up mid-August.
That's right. I'll let you talk about that. I was waiting for that one. We'll get into the coaches. It's Sports Tonight on Channels Television. I have the coach of the Black Stallions, Bronson Weir, in the studio, and the technical director of the Nigeria Rugby Football Federation, Abubakar Yakubu. Let's go on this break. When we come back, the coach will tell us the plans that he has for the team to qualify for the Olympics. Well, of course, the technical director will talk more on the need to train the coaches. Don't go anywhere. Hey. Welcome back, Sports Tonight on Channels Television. We're broadcasting live from our sports center in Lagos, Nigeria. You can be part of the show on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook, Channels-Sports. Before I get to the coach, let me come to you. I get viewers saying that rugby is a rough sport. Is it really a rough sport?
Rugby is not a rough sport. It's a rugby played by gentlemen. Yeah. So everybody can play rugby. You too can be part of it.
Yeah.
We have different variation. We have the 7s, we have the 15s, and we have the 10s. And for the kids too, we have 8, 10, under 10, under 12, 14, 15, up to the senior teams. For the under 10, they play touch rugby. Okay. So it's not a contact that you see from the international rugby. Yeah. Rugby is not rough. You see it from outside as if it's rough.
But with that, can they really learn the technicality?
Yes, they learn it. It's just the contact that is not there because of their age for now.
Okay.
But as they grow, they know the technicalities, they know the skills. By the time they start the contact, it's going to be a free, fair game. There's no injury.
Then they know that they are not playing, they go and fight.
So parents should not think that it's just a boxing or fighting game.
Yeah.
It's a game played by gentlemen.
Okay.
A very disciplined game.
This is what I always get when I get rugby officials or players in the studio. They remind us that it's a gentleman's sport. Coach, it's going to be a busy year for you and the Black Stallions. You want to run through some of the events for the remainder of the year?
Yeah, so after the West African tournament, there's a bit of a break. And then we go off to into camp in Johannesburg, South Africa, where the Olympic qualifications will take place. It will be a 14-team competition, and we're still waiting for the pools, but it's going to be very difficult and very tight competition. We have to win it to qualify for the Olympics because South Africa already qualified.
Okay.
And then it's going to be tough. The reason why I'm saying that because you've got the likes of Kenya that's already on the HSB7 series that will be fighting for that spot. You've got Uganda that won the Africa Cup before, and Zimbabwe. So they will be very competitive. Everybody will be putting up their hands. And then after that, a few weeks later after that, we'll be playing the qualifications for the Africa Cup 2020.
Okay.
And that's a 15-man code, back into the 15-man code. And currently we ranked 16th in Africa.
16th.
16th in Africa, and because Madagascar has been relegated from the Gold Cup, we have to play them to qualify to go up to the Gold Cup. So it won't be easy. It will be a tough match. Should we come through that one? Then we face up to the likes of Namibia, who recently qualified for the World Cup, which is the 50-man World Cup, which is this year in Japan. So that will give us great exposure, and hopefully we'll draw some much more bigger sponsorships because we really need sponsorships at the moment. We really did really well this year. Camp, which I requested, and to have everybody at the same venue. They even gave me international players, one playing in Italy and one playing in South Africa. Quality players that, that came to share their knowledge as well. And it was much appreciated, but we need more, to be honest. Not being greedy, but we need more to
get better.
Yes, and to enhance the team and take us forward.
So it's going to be very, very busy for you and the team. Hopefully you get that exposure, and then in November you wrap it up with a good competition to qualify for the Olympics. How realistic is that?
Like I said, if the sponsors will come aboard and we get some of the quality players that, I'm not sure if you know, but how many quality Nigerian rugby players there are out there in the world. The UK, South Africa, America, Germany, Portugal, they are all over. But unfortunately, these guys, they are fortunately for them, they are semi-pro and professional rugby players, and they have to pay their bills.
Of course.
So they come at a price. And currently, we cannot afford all of them. So it would be great if I can just have the half of them from abroad and the half local, because you have to grow the talent back home as well. You can't just take the players abroad. You have to grow your base over here as well. So if I can have half, that will we'll stand a good chance.
I know, just believe, you never know. It can just happen.
I hope Mr. Dangote is listening.
okay, yeah, that's good from the coach. Before we go, how are we doing with club rugby and the teams? How do they sustain themselves?
Yes, the teams, as the coach rightly said, we need more sponsorship. CMB is doing a great job in seeing that the league goes on. And these clubs are struggling with sponsorship. So they need to battle transportation. We need to play more league matches. We need more matches so that we'll be busy throughout the year. So how can we do that if we have more sponsorship? With the one we are having from CMB, I think the game will grow in a very fast.
Yeah, I agree. Let me see if we've got some messages on Twitter. We're talking about the development of rugby in Nigeria. We have just one more minute to wrap up the show. And I've got this one saying, how can I become a rugby player? That's really basic. How can he become a rugby player?
Easy, over 20 clubs in Lagos. You can just go to, they play at NIS in the main bowl most of the time. And you can also find our Instagram and Twitter handle on the internet and social media. Is very easy.
So just take yourself to the main bowl of the National Stadium.
That is within Lagos. In the north, we have clubs in Kaduna, in Zaria, in Kano, South. We have in Delta, we have in Anambra, Abia. We all have teams all over the country.
So first you need to develop the interest which you've done, and then you go and watch. Don't just go there and say you want to play rugby.
Austin, if I may, the Nigerian community in Accra and Almina, if they can come out and support us, it would be great to hear their voices when they sing the national anthem.
Of course, that'll be good. So Akwaba, that's what they're saying. When they come out, just come and say welcome to them. Thank you so much, Abubakar Yakubu, for your time. And coach, thank you. I see you love Nigeria already. Don't go back to South Africa. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
And of course, to you, wherever you're in the world watching Sports Tonight on Channels Television, thank you too for your time. But remember, you can keep talking to us on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook Channels IFN Sports. That's the show for the team. I'm Austin Okonakpan. In everything you do, remember, keep talking sports. Bye for now.